In the media today, the supernatural tends to be over-exaggerated, and due to this, many skeptics roam the world, laughing at the mere thought of ghosts even existing. But although fake pictures are taken and fake noises are recorded, there are still many different types of ghosts who roam the world today that are able to haunt glamorous buildings but yet can still be exterminated with the proper means.
Our first type of ghosts are demonic apparitions who should be avoided at all costs. They are known to be really dangerous and aggressive because they have the ability of possession. They are known to injure, attack, and speak to people. They do not have a specific shape. They could be animal, human, or a combination of both. Our next ghost type are poltergeists. They are known to be very noisy by screaming, throwing, opening, and closing things. They also stack things. They can appear or disappear without reason, and you must approach them cautiously because they can be confused with demonic haunts. This is an intelligent/interactive apparition. They are usually known to be emotionally bound to a location, and they are aware of their surroundings. They will move objects around and try to talk or touch you. They can be playful, mischievous, and or bothersome. Their main purpose is communication. Shadow people are spirits that appear as silhouettes. They are commonly male and have no other identifying characteristics. They can be cloaked, hooded, wispy, or solid. There are many types. Sometimes they simply fade into the dark recesses of the night, or they darken the corners or hide by things that are near. Benevolent hauntings are hauntings that are of a protective nature. The hauntings usually involve spirits that are looking to protect the people they care for. They protect their loved ones from demons or other violent entities that are around that may cause them harm. The benevolent spirits are often related to the people in which they protect and care for. Residual haunts are not apparitions, but they are rather the energy of the spirits in the area. You can hear disembodied noises such as footsteps, voices, screaming, crying, etc. All these types of spirits that I have mentioned, including these, can be found in multiple places, such as the following haunted buildings.
On the night of June 9th, 1912, 8 people, including 6 children, were murdered in this house, located in Villisca, Iowa, by an unknown assailant wielding an axe. This mass murderer remains unsolved to this day, either from the violence of their deaths or their unresolved nature. This house has subsequently become a very active site for the supernatural. The Moon River Brewery is one of the oldest buildings in Savannah, Georgia, dating back to 1821. This high-end hotel had a history of violence during the Civil War. Men were killed in the hotel during heated skirmishes, including a Yankee who was beaten to death by locals. Many guests have witnessed being pushed, touched, and even slapped by unseen forces. Once known as the Weston State Hospital, the Trans-Allegheny Lunatic Asylum was home to thousands of people with mental illnesses starting in 1864. Hundreds of people died here before the facility closed in 1994. The spirits that are said to haunt the site today date back to the Civil War era, when the asylum's grounds served as a military post. During its more than 100 years in operation, the Moundsville Penitentiary in West Virginia was one of America's most violent correctional facilities and the home for many criminals. Many men were hanged or killed in the electric chair, while others were murdered by other prisoners. The prison closed in 1995, but according to some, the tortured spirits are still behind bars. The house at 716 Dauphine Street in the 1800s was a house of horrors for the Sultan, a wealthy man with a depraved lifestyle. He was buried alive in the courtyard after his family and harem were hacked into pieces in a bloodbath by an unknown perpetrator. Today, his angry spirit is thought to be responsible for the unusual noises and loud music. Tony Jo Henry has been the talk of the small town of Lake Charles since the 1940s, when she killed a man in cold blood. In 1942, she was known as the Tiger Girl and became the first woman in the state to die in the electric chair. Her spirit lingers in the Calcasieu courthouse today, and workers there swear they feel her presence, hear her screams, and even smell burning hair.
If you think that your house may be haunted, such as how the buildings that were previously shown were, there are numerous ways to get rid of those unwanted spirits that may be lurking in your home. But before you try and get rid of these spirits, you have to make sure that your house is in fact haunted first. And to do so, you must evaluate the signs of a haunting and then proceed on from there. The typical signs of a haunting include the hearing of unexplained noises, such as footsteps in the hall although you're the only one home, doors mysteriously opening and closing, lights turning on and off, items around your home disappearing and reappearing magically, unexplained shadows, and the feeling as if you're being watched by someone, or in this case scenario, something. If you have evaluated these signs and have come to the conclusion that your house is in fact haunted, the first step you can take in trying to get rid of those unwanted spirits is to perform a sage cleansing ritual. To perform a sage cleansing ritual, you must first obtain a sage smudging stick, which can be found either online or at your local department store. After you obtain this sage smudging stick, you must then find a bowl to hold it over, and also have a cup of water nearby in order to extinguish the stick once the ritual is over. Once you have all of these materials gathered, you must then open up every door and window in your home, and also turn on any fans that you may have. Once this is done, you can then light up your stick, but once there's a flame, you must then blow it out so that the embers can smoke. After this is done, you must then go to each room in your home with the stick that is now producing smoke. In every room that you fill up with the smoke, you must say a quick prayer for cleansing. Once this is done in every room, you can then take a sage shower, which involves pushing the smoke into your face and all around your body. Once this is all done, you can then extinguish your sage smudging stick and relax in your now purified home. For whatever reason the unwanted spirits do not leave after this, there are many alternatives, such as sprinkling holy water around your home, calling in experts, and even just talking to the spirits in a polite manner, telling them that they do not necessarily have to be in your home since they are now no longer amongst the living. But whatever you decide to do not use a Ouija board, because that will just bring more spirits into your home, which is not what you want. Even if you don't believe in the supernatural, just knowing the ways to get rid of ghosts and also different types of ghosts can be very beneficial for you. Although we cover buildings that are haunted by ghosts, please note that not all hauntings necessarily need to be feared, such as the benevolent hauntings that protect loved ones, for there are still friendly ghosts out there, and although they may not be as friendly as Casper, they still do not all desire to harm you.